Hey, let's talk about one of the new things I've picked up recently. Side note, it's during the day and the lighting's perfect, so I don't even have any additional lighting that could possibly turn on me during the stream. And there goes the PC. Let's just ignore that for a moment. Anyway, this is what I want to talk about today. This is a Zeppin lap timer system. Links are in the description. But I picked it up recently and I've been using it quite a lot. So for those who may be looking at some of my other videos, I've been getting into 1/10th scale RC rally, which is kind of where I always wanted to be. Still loving the Mini Z stuff, but because I've been building all these 1/10th scale cars, my track, which is down here at the moment, has crap all over it. I'm finally at a point now where I've finished nearly every single major project, and I can start cleaning that up and get back to racing. And I've even got an XRX build on the cards. In fact, here's the body for it. I'm doing a couple of videos back to back, so you'll hear more about this later. But yeah, so lots of fun stuff. Back to the review. I picked this up and I have been going down to the park and setting this up, putting a couple of cones down and just racing around it. And this has been really, really nice because it's been very, very quick and easy to set up. So just quickly show you what it comes with. This is a unit. Comes with what looks like a fairly cheap stand, but to be honest, this style of octopus stand is really, really, really good, and I'd buy it on the 5 if I could get my hands on them. It does have a bit of a problem with placement, so that looks stable, but I've tended to find if you get a bit of wind, it still shakes around a bit. It's just been a bit of an awkward design in that respect. I kind of would prefer something that just sits flat and sticks up or something like that, rather than the stand, but hey, I'll take what I can get, especially considering that this was only 80 USD. Now, there are better and more expensive lap timing systems out there, and some of them actually are only a tiny bit more expensive than this. But what I found very, very useful about the Zeppin is, unlike many of the other systems which are designed for like fixed location or just for Mini Z, I've been able to use this on 1/10th scale and the Mini Zs. And I can literally turn up at a park. Actually, I'll show you. So I've got a Bluetooth speaker here that takes an external jack. The nice thing about this one is when I plug in the external thing, it turns on automatically. So I put this down, I plug a USB battery pack into that, I slide this in like that, hold that down. Beep comes from that. There's no audio from this by default, it'll only do beeps. And then start, go to invul mode, lap counting ready. So it's now looking for the first signal. Now I've got a 1/16 little stadium truck here, which I've been using, and you can see a little Zeppin receiver here. It's got a little button here, and that's a crystal that you don't need to worry about, but just 2 LEDs. I have found it doesn't go through, if I can find the body. I really should have these things prepared better, but let's just use my rally body. It doesn't go through perspex very well. So I actually have it, luckily it shoots enough through the wheel well that as I drive by it just picks it up. But let's turn this on. There we go, we hold that down. That flashes red, which means it's on.
2 second 4. 3 second 0. 2 second 4. 2 second 0.
Okay, so I realise that's probably blowing out the mic, but hopefully you heard that. Basically, it reads out the seconds from the speakers. Not in a nice format, so if it's 1 minute and 23 seconds, I'll say 1M23S, which I must admit, when I'm racing, if I'm not paying attention for it, I kind of miss what my lap time is. It does have sub-second precision to 1 decimal place, which is kind of nice. But overall, it's been very, very nice just to be able to turn up to the track, get this set up, hold that down, should turn it off, plug in the USB speaker, and then just start racing. Like I can literally be up and running in about 30 seconds, which has been really, really, really nice and got me out of the house a lot more. Sadly, not today. For those who don't know, I'm in Sydney at the moment, and there's currently a 40-degree plus heat wave. Now, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit off the top of my head, but if you live in the US, it's basically heat wave in Texas territory. And also incredibly windy. It's like having sandpaper against your skin out there at the moment. Yeah, so would I recommend this system? It depends. If you're just racing Mini Zs on a Mini Z track, you may actually probably want to go with like a fixed hoop and a fixed system like the Easy Lap, because it's quite easy to get transponders. If you're outdoors, this may be a good option for a single person. I don't know how well this actually supports multiple cars racing, but for my purposes, which will be rally, which there should be only be one person on the track at a time, or just doing my own lap timings, this has been a great little system. And being able to take it outdoors and like having it up and going in seconds has just been absolutely brilliant. Oh, voice lap. So yeah, runs off a 9-volt battery. That's the only thing you have to worry about. So you take off these 6 screws, put a 9-volt battery in there, seal it back up. Stupidly simple. The other thing is it's infrared. Now, for those of you who are not aware, I have been playing around with with LED light kits and building my own. So let me just show you the current the current LED light kit, which is this little thing. So this costs about 10 AUD, which is about 7 USD. This is an M5 stack computer. I think it's a 240 megahertz dual core processor, about 16 megs of RAM, USB, I/O port, lots of pins, so you'd actually wire the LED light kit into there. But one of the things that's actually hidden on here is an infrared transmitter. Now, if we go back to the car, we will see evidence of 2 little infrared transmitters here and here. Actually, can I get that closer? There we go. This is why I changed the focus. There and there. So the idea is that this is about the size of the Mini Z version of the transceiver. This is a full-size one. And as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger. So the idea is that this will perform as both a USB, so as an LED light kit, and a lap timing system. Transmitter only. This doesn't have a receiver, it only transmits. But that would significantly reduce my costs, because with most of these lap timing systems, it's a transponders that are actually quite expensive, or the software. And so I'm looking to drop down the costs for that sort of stuff. If you're interested in that, watch my second video, which I'll be creating in a couple of minutes, because we will actually go into where I'm at with my own lap timing system, and that lap timing system is relatively cheap, which is pretty cool. So yeah, definitely recommend that. Probably want to wait till it's on special, if it is ever on special, but if you're looking for something for your own usage, I can definitely recommend that. I kind of did this video thinking there'd be more to show off, but to be honest, it's such a simple system that there isn't much to talk about. As I said, it's been a heat wave here. There's been minimal cloud coverage for the last week or so, and Australia is known for a lot of infrared light. Infrared communications in Australia are dodgy because of that, and this has performed admirably. I haven't had any false recordings. I've had the occasional double recording where I go back within 2 seconds, but that was just due to how I had my track set up, where I'd actually passed this twice and I'd just get an incidental glance. So I'm pretty happy with the infrared performance of this. Yeah, definitely recommend. Hope that helps. There's not a lot of reviews about this, so it was a bit questionable about whether or not I buy this, and the Easy Lap system was not really kind of what I wanted, at least at the moment. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Have fun, keep on building, and also keep on racing. And keep safe. See you all later.